a twist in the tail? I don't know, but VD Satheesan is trailing by 243 votes.
No, it should not.
Is it all happening in Kerala? In elections, Zaka,
Well,
they say it's not over till it's over. 243 seats, very small margin.
Yeah.
But
so
is
look,
there an upset?
If Satheesan loses, then obviously KC will become the chief minister. There's no doubt about it.
That's why I'm saying, is there a story happening there? The posters are out.
We'll look at the seat for KC.
But let's look at the story.
Who's considered to be a possible contender as well for the
37 seats. 37 seats of the Trinamool strongholds have been breached in Bengal by the BJP. These include Beleghata, Bijpur, Binpur, Chanditala, Chandrakona, Dantan, Egra, Garbeta, Gopi Ballabpur, Gosaba, Howrah Uttar, Jagtadal, Jangipura, Jhargram, Karandhigi, Katwa, Krishnanagar, Dakshin. That's a comprehensive breach. Siddharth, can you tell us the importance of those breaches?
Look at the Kolkata region as well, because Kolkata as well, just look at the map over here. These patches which have been announced so far were blue. Now in that blue you see quite a big splash of saffron over here. In terms of vote percentage, of course, TMC and BJP pretty much even. Stevens 52% over here, 51 again. Now going up to 59.4. BJP 33.6 to 26.50. But just look at the splashes of saffron. What does this really mean? That BJP is more focused on certain seats?
Exactly.
And that's what's led to this kind of a number?
As I told you, like South Parganas, they don't want to even touch it. Probably North Parganas, Hooghly, wherever they see a chance, wherever they see more Hindu population, there they have concentrated, there they have focused. And it has been a focused campaign. Even yesterday, one of the BJP spokesperson was saying us that in 224 seats only we are fighting.
Okay,
we are
but
not
a complete switch has happened in
fighting.
rural Bengal, because TMC was 48.94% over there. It's now BJP which is 46.58. Yes. BJP was 38.3 in this region. It is now 42.24 for the TMC. So it's a complete switch that has happened.
So the BJP has actually managed to break into a lot of rural firewalls with the TMC. Very interestingly, it's also made inroads in the urban areas in the presidency region where the TMC had a virtual hegemony over the seats. So Rash Bihari, Swapan Das Gupta is contesting from Rash Bihari. He's currently leading. And that's a firewall that they would breach in the event.
And he was favored to win that seat, right, in all exit polls. Let me also say the vote share that has been put out in Bengal by the Election Commission. BJP at 48.44%, TMC at 37.73%. So the vote share actually flips between the TMC and the BJP, and that is the story unfolding in Bengal. But Tamil Nadu is where it's all happening. Let's go across to Kritika joining us from Vijay's residence. What's the action there? Well, all the fans coming out. Kritika, take us through what's really the flavor at Vijay's residence.
Well, it's still quite calm here. Remember earlier in the morning as well, we had accessed an internal circular given by police officials, in fact, cautioning people from creating ruckus as far as following Vijay's vehicle is concerned. Currently also we're seeing massive security as well. More and more briefing as far as security deployment is concerned is happening at Vijay's residence. No fans in sight, sadly, as of now. However, we will see things pick up. Even at the party office, we're hearing that there is silence currently. We just got on call with one of the media handlers of the TVK party, and they are still, in fact, waiting and watching the seats, refusing to comment as well. So, of course, currently we have the astrologer inside. Mr. Radhan Pandit is inside. He, in fact, reached here quite early in the morning, just before the counting of the votes even started. If the numbers hold, it does seem that he's also going to be a much more sought after astrologer, specifically as far as politicians are also concerned. But currently this entire lane, remember, this is quite a VIP lane here in Chennai. We're seeing multiple film stars, Chennai South rock stars, in fact, I'm being told, live here, and so that's why there's a lot of security that has been beefed up. Earlier also, whenever there is even a slight movement of Vijay, we hear that about thousands of people come up, and in this very narrow lane, in fact, all of this is jam-packed. So we're expecting similar scenes today, but from what we've earlier heard, around 11 is when we can expect some movement from TVK camp.
Thank you very much. Let's go across to Puhar Gandhi of the DMK joining us. Upset as far as the DMK's predictions were concerned. TVK taking the wind out of the sails of the DMK at this moment. Are you worried both MK Stalin and Udayanidhi Stalin trailing right now could change in a while from now? But did the DMK expect this?
No, certainly DMK haven't expected this because as far as the leaders are concerned, we expected that they will be leading in all the rounds. So trailing is not a good sign, which we need to admit the fact. But this is too early for us to predict anything because it is only just postal votes are being counted and there are many more rounds to go. And in many more rounds to go, certainly Vijay right now in somewhere in 85 to 90, the votes will get stabilized when we start counting the rural areas, and Vijay's vote share will come down definitely from 93 to say some 40.
Gandhi, you went after him. He mentioned this also. You didn't allow him to campaign. You put the fault of Karur on him. IT, ED, CBI was unleashed on him. You made sure that he could not go out and campaign. And today, the people of Tamil Nadu are giving him 93 seats.
No, there are two things. First of all, the people of Tamil Nadu haven't given 93 seats. It's only postal votes. Please understand that. And there are multiple rounds to be counted. And there are in various parts of Tamil Nadu, even the counting haven't started yet fully. Therefore, you cannot predict such a initial stages. In the initial stages, first 2-3 rounds, because of the early polling, the Vijay made.
Sir, your chief minister is trailing, your deputy chief minister is
No, that's what I
trailing.
said.
30 of your ministers are trailing. 30 ministers out of 34 are trailing.
That is what I said very clearly. We didn't expect our chief minister and deputy chief minister to be to trial in any of the rounds. That is quite unexpected. But that doesn't mean that Vijay is going to score what is being predicted or what is being projected here.
Well, he's leading in 94. He's the single largest party. He'll be the next chief minister, Mr. Rajagopalan. Please weigh in. DMK is number 3 party right now, 61. ADMK at 70. TVK is at 96. He's just 20 short.
Jaka, this is an arrogance of DMK, and also the Red Giant played a crucial role. Vijay and versus Red Giant. It's a cinema politics. Please understand, because Udayanidhi wanted to crush Vijay. Because of the cinema, because of the industrial problem. The DMK men, especially, had a negative campaign against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, against Amit Shah. Now what is the answer for DMK? 15 ministers are defeated, according to Tamil channels. Why the DMK spokespersons are silent? Because of the arrogance, attitude, anti-Sanatana Dharma speeches gave them the hell. That is what I say, because Tamilians are all very much upset with DMK. This has been said in Tirupparam the Deepam Tone. These arrogant DMK ministers did not behave well. They said that...
Okay, Kovai Satyan and Nandakumar also with us. Nandakumar, I want to ask you, the TVK phenomenon, Vijay phenomenon unfolding in front of our eyes, who do you think he's going to do business with if he doesn't reach the halfway mark on his own? Will it be the DMK? Will it be the AIA DMK? What do you think is happening behind the scenes right now?
Yeah, looking into the current scenario here, almost Vijay's TVK is leading in 103 seats and the ADMK 76 and DMK in 49. So that is the status. And with respect to your question, once when the final number comes, suppose say for example, Vijay has fought about 2 enemies. One is ideological enemy and another one is a political enemy. In Tamil Nadu alliance, if you see the ideological enemies are in alliances, say for example, DMK Congress, DMK Communist Congress. Same way, ideologically, BJP and ADMK are not, completely different, but they are in alliance. But if you see the difference between ADMK and DMK in terms of ideological, there is no difference. They are completely political enemy. So what the point I'm driving is that political enemies can never join hands together in Tamil Nadu, but ideological enemies can always come together. So,
one second. So you're saying that if Vijay is short by a few seats, he will expect support from BJP and from ADMK?
Provided if sufficient number of MLAs are not with any of the alliance parties other than BJP. from DMK or from ADMK alliances, because I was keep on telling this, post-result the alliances may change. So the first choice for Vijay will be non-BJP parties. And if that number could able to add up, crossing him on off a mark, then that would be his first choice. Including ADMK can be an option in that.
Well, we'll have to wait and watch, but Shekhar Iyer, what I can say is that there was a lot of spotlight on Vijay about his Trisha connection. Personal allegations were made. Hasn't really hampered, his popularity. Karur Stampede, the CBI and all that did not hamper. People connected with him. He was a force of change. He was not even allowed to do any rallies. And the underdog makes it big. Once again, popularity and connection, not really the hallmark only of traditional parties. Newbies can do it. First time around, first Aam Aadmi Party, now TVK.
No, if a newbie is made to, rather forced into an underdog situation, the sympathy comes. Take for instance his personal matter. His wife's divorce petition became public. Almost 2 months after she had filed the petition.
Who leaked it?
And number one. That is before even court had taken cognizance.
Exactly.
And number two, the fact that Trisha, his friendship with Trisha became such a public issue, the DMK ecosystem, the DMK, guided YouTubers, all of them made such a big issue of it. And Vijay's response had one response. He said, so many things are happening. Well, I will handle it. And I think,
and then he made a public appearance with her, and he literally thumped
by turning up at a
wedding with Trisha.
Navika ji, what would Rahul Gandhi be thinking now? Did I not tell you guys? That's the thing he would be asking. Because Mallikarjun Kharge and Sonia Gandhi were persuaded by the local Congress leaders like Chidambaram,
Sanjay Jha, Praveen Chakrabarti and Rahul Gandhi, Karti Chidambaram, all of them actually thought of TVK as an alliance partner and to break away from the DMK. Would they be kicking themselves right now?
Well, in hindsight, yes, but don't forget, you're witnessing something far greater than what we saw happen in Delhi. In case of Tamil Nadu, you have two deeply entrenched, it's a bipolar contest. No, forget their alliance partners. DMK is the ruling ideology across both the parties, really. It's the same core foundations. So to expect this kind of a Herculean upset, I don't think anybody anticipated that. But within the Congress, there will be a lot of dismay today, because I'm fully aware that there were some people who were looking at actually going ahead with the Vijay alliance, because their initial survey had told them that maybe there is a lot of anti-incumbency already building up. But then these things are part of politics, I guess. In hindsight, we are all wise.
40% of the electorate were under 40. So, that chunk is highly influenced by Vijay, and all these theatrics that you just mentioned, talking about his personal life, making it look like he's a villain, he's not a hero that he lived on the screen, did not really matter. I think this youth, the electorate, was bored of this binary of the Dravidian model. They were looking for a third force, and Vijay came and filled the gap.
So BJP loses an opportunity to be the third force. Vijay takes it away. That's also a big story.
Let's not lose sight of this. Certainly, the fall of a traditional Dravidian party, let's not lose sight of it. He refused to go with the BJP. That was half the reason. 1 second, ED and all were not sent by DMK. ED and that film being held up was done at a different level.
No, 1 second. He in fact said in his final rally,
he said he did not.
He said in his final rally, Mr. Stalin, I'm telling you, on counting day, you will regret. Why did you touch this Vijay? Why did you go after this Vijay?
Yes.
People found that he played the victim card and people bought it.
Stalin doesn't control ED.
No, but the Karur Stampede issue, the divorce papers being brought out.
He also kept a very...
Sabha, you are picking on the BJP. The BJP is not a force in Tamil Nadu.
No,
it was Vijay being targeted by the DMK Harish, and that's really been the reason why you're seeing this kind of a vote for him. He was the underdog.
No, I'm just making the point that this is not a win for the BJP. That's all. Since people are saying
BJP was never a force in Tamil Nadu, so let's get over with BJP
Navika, I have seen programs done here in the national election. Anna Malai is coming. BJP is becoming a force.
Everybody can try, Sabha. Everybody can try.
Since this is a phenomenon, I would like to categorically.
Well, okay, you are celebrating the BJP does not.
Anna Malai is not even in the picture, but let's look at it.
Why is this a narrative? Yeah, and it is an absolutely unnecessary narrative, uncalled for. Right now, according to the Election Commission, TVK is leading in 70, ADMK is leading in 60, and DMK in 36.
Let's look at the full complete picture. Yeah. This is 70 for TVK, and you know, 1 second.
Just Mr. Balan, one second, Mr. Balan, please
allow us to analyze the numbers that are before us. And one thing is very clear: TVK at 70 means it's the end of Dravidian politics as we know it. ADMK and DMK, which have dominated the state's politics for at least the last 5 decades in Tamil Nadu, are relegated to number 2 and number 3 position as far as the alliances are. 1 second. The numbers speak for themselves, Harish. We'll wait for the final numbers.
Wait for the rural part.
But at the moment, we are just analyzing what is there before us at the moment, and going by what is before us, Vijay has made more than a splash. He is in the number 1 position as far as the state is concerned. He may or may not be in a position to form the government, but just look at the kind of clusters where he has breached. It's not just the Chennai city. Chennai city 20 he has managed to get, DMK at 2, ADMK at 1. And these numbers and the gaps are only growing in the urban areas. Let's look at overall urban Tamil Nadu. How is the urban Tamil Nadu voting? 31 for TVK. Compare that to DMK 6 and compare that to ADMK 4. There's just no question.
Urban areas, it's only whistle. Let's see rural area.
Rural areas are where ADMK's alliance has done reasonably well. They're at 56 over here. TVK again in number 2 position over here. So what is interesting to see is that TVK has done extremely well in the urban areas. They are number 2 in the rural areas. And that is why they are number 1 overall as far as the state is concerned.
Exactly. But the point is that we need to look at 128 or 179 have been counted in rural areas. Now we have to look at the another 60.
There's still a gap.
There is still a gap. That gap is what we need to see.
The total trends are not there, but how have they done in the other? Let's look at the minority dominant seats, because here as well, TVK is supposed to have hurt the DMK. Whether it is the minority Muslim votes or the Christian votes as well. But look at the numbers. It's still ahead of ADMK.
Yeah.
DMK is still getting.
The moment BJP and ADMK came together, Edapadi and others knew pretty well that minority is not going to vote for us. So whatever they are getting these 5, also in minority seats, whatever Hindu counter-polarization is going to happen.
Okay.
But what has happened is Muslims are still sticking with DMK. That is why 10 seats.
Look at the SC.
Am I right? Look at SC.
Union Minister Sukanta Majumdar joining us at this point. And